people, they just get really, really quiet. Some people just start speaking really fast because they get really nervous and want to get it over with, right? So stage fright comes in all shapes and forms, right? But here are 5 very simple things you can do anytime you have a speech, you guys and your parents, okay? Number 1, easiest thing ever, accept that you feel scared. A lot of people, believe it or not, try to fight the fact that they're scared. They don't admit that they're scared. They're like, no, I'm not scared, it's just people, right? I'm fine. And they're sweating, you know, they're pale. So right, there's no point fighting yourself. If you want to get better at something, you have to work with yourself. You can't fight against yourself, right? So if you're scared, accept that you're scared. Like, yeah, I'm really scared right now. Second thing, also very easy, but sometimes very hard to do. Allow yourself to feel scared. So on our first step, we admit, yes, I am scared. But are you okay with being scared? Do you let yourself be scared? Sometimes you're saying, okay, yes, I'm really scared, but you're angry at yourself for being scared. You're like, no, why am I scared? This is not scary. Ugh, this is so stupid, right? But you have to let yourself, because fear is normal. Everybody feels scared, right? Imagine what happens if animals didn't feel fear. Imagine if a rabbit saw a fox and was like, hey, I'm right here. Right? That would be terrible for the rabbit, right? You have to have fear because fear keeps us alive. It keeps us healthy. So it's a great thing that your body has fear. It's a great instinct. Unfortunately, sometimes it just so happens that you feel scared by things that aren't really dangerous to your life, right? But you have to allow yourself to feel scared. It's just your body trying to protect you. Number 3, let go of your expectations. This one might be the hardest of all. Right? We always have a lot of expectations for ourselves. When we go up on stage, we often tell ourselves, I have to do well. I want to do well. I don't want to embarrass myself. I want to do the best that I can. And we have all these expectations that we carry with us onto the stage. Right? Imagine this, guys. You go into a test and you tell yourself, I have to get 100%. Are you going to be stressed out? Yeah, I'd be really stressed because it's so easy not to get 100, right? But imagine this. You go into a test, you're like, yeah, whatever. I can fail. I don't really care. Right? Are you going to be stressed? No. Now, I don't condone this. I'm not saying you should go into every test being like, yeah, I can fail. Don't do that. Right? But my point is, guys, when you go up on stage to do a speech, okay, the moment you stand in front of the audience, you can do nothing more to prepare for your speech. Everything that you should have and could have done, you have already done. Writing your speech, practicing your speech, editing your speech, rehearsing it, memorizing it, that has all been done. When you're on stage, there's nothing more that you can do, right? So all your expectations should be here before you get on the stage, right? You can rehearse, you can practice, write your speech to the best of your ability, ask your teacher to edit your speech, right? But as soon as you get on the stage, let go of all your expectations. Because everything you could have done, you have already done, and there's nothing more now than to have fun, right? So just let go of what you expect for yourself. Just allow yourself to be. Allow yourself to do what you can. That's all you can ask. Number 4, remember that your audience is your friend. Another reason that people often feel really nervous is because they're like, oh, the audience doesn't like me. The audience is mean. The audience is going to laugh at me. Remember that the audience is just like you. Right? When you're sitting down here, you're not tempted to laugh at me because you're mean, right? You're just there to listen. And remember that your audience is also just there to listen. They're just there to hear what you have to say, right? They're your friend. They're not your enemy, right? They're not mean. People are nice. And I said this earlier, let yourself have fun. I think this might be one of the most important things. Because if you have fun on stage, your audience is going to have fun. If I'm having a good time, which I am, I think you guys are a lot more likely to have a good time too. Because I'm having a great time right now, right? But if I was up here and I was really not having a good time, like I was really nervous and I really didn't want to be up here, you guys are going to pick up on that. You're going to sense that, right? So let yourself have fun. That is the most important thing you can do when you're on stage. So to recap, first, why did that come up first? Because even when you're writing your speech, you should remind yourself that the audience is your friend. Write it so that it's like you're talking to a friend. A lot of times people write a speech like they're writing an essay, right? People don't speak like you're writing an essay, right? It's not the same. So that's why if I came up here and I took an essay and I read it to you guys, you could tell it's an essay. You could tell it's not written for a speech because it sounds different. Essays are meant to be read with your eyes. Speeches are meant to be heard. It's different. So remember that your audience is your friend and write your speech like you're talking to your friends. It doesn't have to be so formal a lot of the times, right? At school, you don't have to be really stiff and formal, you can have fun. So remember, your audience is your friend. Accept that you feel scared. Allow yourself to feel scared because it's okay. Let go of your expectations. And again, when you're on stage, remind yourself again, the audience is my friend. And last but not least, let yourself have fun. And if you can do all of these things, I guarantee you're going to do a pretty good job, a pretty darn good job. Okay? So if nothing else today you took away, remember these points because this will save you. I promise. Okay? And now I think Vivian has some words